Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing all the summer activities to do with your preschoolers and toddlers. Hit the subscribe button if this is some content that you like. I would love to have you here. First up is to grab a bucket of water, or in our case, just fill a little bit of a kiddie pool, get some paintbrushes, and use the water to paint the driveway or sidewalk. The best thing about this is that there is like no mess whatsoever, and any aged kid can do it. Next up is to get some balls. Here I have marbles and bouncy balls, ping pong balls, like golf balls type things, but you could also use bigger ones. You'll need those and a container of some sort. I have a shoebox size thing here. Then take them to the top of a slide and roll them down. They can either roll them down and maybe you help them catch them in a bucket, or the other kid, if they have multiples, helps them catch them in a bucket, and then they can trade different rolls. But this kept my kids entertained for about an hour. They loved doing this. I will just say that if you are doing it in grass like we were, make sure to count how many balls you send down at a time so that you know if you've lost some or not. Because if you have to cut the grass and there are marbles or something that could be, dangerous to cut the grass with, you just want to know that in advance. After a little while, we put a bigger bucket, like our baby pool, at the bottom of the slide, and they tried to get them in there instead. This was just so much fun for them. And then also, if some don't make it in the bucket, it's a whole other game to try to find the balls in the grass or wherever they might have landed. So this could be a really 2 or 3 part game here. The next activity is to grab some washable markers and I'm using a coupe car here, but you could really use any kind of outdoor toy that you have or vehicle. So I had them color this as much as they wanted. They really enjoyed doing this. And then once they were done with their masterpiece and getting it all dirty, I gave them a bucket of water with some sponges or washcloths, and they had a little car wash. I call the next activity nature cutting. I gave each of the girls a Tupperware container and a pair of scissors. I had them go outside and pick leaves, clover, weeds, flowers, whatever, and put it in their Tupperware bowl. Then I set them up at the table with a plate and some scissors, and they just cut up all the little clippings that they had found and picked and cut them up into small pieces. So super simple, not many supplies needed at all, and provided a lot of learning and entertainment for my littles. Next up is to paint ice, and this is especially good for a really hot day. All you need is some paint, or you can use watercolor, and some ice cubes. I have also frozen water in a fruit cup type container and made it more of an igloo, and that was a really big hit as well if you want to try that. But then all they have to do is just, use their paint and paint the ice cubes, or the driveway in this case. The next activity is to get a couple figurines and pieces of paper with a marker and put them in the sun so that they create a shadow. Then your littles can use the marker to trace the outline from the sun. After they have traced it, they are welcome to color it or just leave it as is or repeat it with other animals or figurines. For the next activity, I am using our Sandbox, but you could use a garden bed or patch of dirt or whatever. I just got a few shells. You could choose action figures, you could choose random treasures, whatever. And I went through and buried a couple throughout our Sandbox. Then I had the girls go through and try to find all the hidden objects in which they called treasures. For the next activity, we are making really simple bird feeders. So all you need is an empty paper towel roll, some peanut butter, and some bird seed. To start, spread the peanut butter all over the outside of the toilet paper roll. My littlest one did need some help with this. And then have them roll the toilet paper roll in the bird seed. This is much easier on a plate than it is a bowl. Once they are finished, you can go outside and hang it on a small tree or somewhere where they want. Mine saw a cardinal on these gardening tools that we had over here, so they wanted to put them on those. Next up is another great one for a hot day. Get the kids some markers, let them draw all over themselves, all over each other. Get them nice and markery, and then send them outside I would have preferred the sprinkler and done sprinkler play, but when you have a newborn, you let them get where they're going. So they got in the pool, splashed around, and tried to scrub off all their marker. And last but not least for this video, you may recognize this clip from my preschool activities video. If you have not seen it, I will link it in the description, but is sponge transferring. You get 2 bowls or buckets, fill one up with water, give them a sponge, and then have them try to transfer all the water to the other one using only the sponge. This is a perfect activity to bring outside on a hot day. You can even use ice or other transferring tools too if you wish. All right, that is all I have for you today. I hope that these activities help you keep your little ones entertained in the heat this summer. Please, as I said, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And leave a comment below with any activity ideas or kid ideas or just anything that you want to see on this channel. That's what helps me know what to promote for you guys. So let me know in the comments below. I will see you guys next time. Bye!